Hi students, and welcome to week 2 in your online general psychology course. This quick video will overview what we're doing this week. Again, this is week 2, starting on January 24th and running through January 30th. So this week we are actually getting into our book. I want to thank you. I've enjoyed reading your student surveys and your introduction questions, getting to know a little bit more about who you are and how I can help you as your professor. So thank you for taking the time to do that last week. I hope you've also had the opportunity to set up your Connect account and get access to your ebook because you will need it this week as we move into chapter 1. So chapter 1 is what is psychology? So this chapter will take you through the history of psychology, looking at some of the major paradigms, major schools of thoughts, major theories that drive the field of psychology, and attach it to some of the very well-known names of our early psychologists. So what you will do this week, again, remember to navigate the course by going to the modules button over on the left-hand side. And now you can scroll down to week 2. So you'll click on, I'm doing the overview so I can just show you without clicking through each one. But in the introduction video, I showed you when we talked about the importance of using the next button at the bottom of the page. It's on the right hand bottom side of the page. So you'll open up the first item in the week 2 module, and then you'll go through all of these by pushing the next button. So let me tell you what's in this module and what assignments you have for the week. So the first, and just a quick glance here, remember if it has a due date and points, it's an actual assignment that you're doing. Otherwise, if it's just an item in the module, it is supplementary. So it's information to help you be successful on those assignments. So you have a narrated PowerPoint for chapter 1. So my expectations would be that you read out of your book chapter 1. Then you can go through this PowerPoint. I have created a micro lecture where I have gone into detail of talking about structuralism and functionalism. So again, not an assignment for this. There is one down here on structuralism and functionalism, but I created this because I know this concept is sometimes confusing for students, and you may need a little bit more time and a little bit more explanation. So if that's you, I hope this micro lecture helps you, and it will help prepare you to do this assignment on structuralism and functionalism. So you have 2 Connect assignments, which are the structuralism and functionalism and the psychology myths. So when you click on them, it will want, that's why it's important you have your Connect account set up. You'll click on it right here from Canvas. It will take you out into Connect, and you'll know because you'll get a screen that says launch this assignment. Please remember that after you have taken those assignments, and they're very short. So when you see, oh my goodness, there's several assignments, I believe this first one here is 4 questions. So it doesn't mean that they're all lengthy assignments, okay? But remember, I've only chosen the assignments in Connect I want you to do for this week. So after you complete them, make sure you use that yellow tab on the left-hand side to come back into Canvas, come back into the module, and then navigate going through. Okay, so don't stay out in Connect and do all those assignments out there. You'll end up doing too many that you don't need for credit for this week. So you'll have those 2 Connect assignments. I'm going to come back to this historical influences assignment. And then of course, and this will be standard moving forward, you will also have your chapter quiz. Now on the chapter quizzes, they're in Connect. They're usually around 25 multiple choice questions, sometimes a fill in a blank, true, false. You get 2 attempts, okay? So 2 attempts. You don't have to use both attempts. Maybe you take it the first time and you're very satisfied with your score. Make sure that when you are done and you want me to know your grade on that quiz, that you hit submit. If you just take it and don't hit submit, the grade's not going to come into the Canvas gradebook. So it will hold it. You can go back in later. Maybe you want to do a second attempt. Maybe you want to think about if you want to do a second attempt. You can do all of that. Just make sure that by Sunday, which is January 30th, that you hit submit. Otherwise, it's going to tell me you haven't taken it. Okay, so that's just standard. We'll get used to it in Connect, but hitting that submit is really important. So assignments in Connect are the Structuralism and Functionalism, the Psychology Myths, and then your Chapter 1 quiz. Additionally, and this assignment does not live in Connect, it lives right here in Canvas, and I'm going to click on that now. You are having your first assignment that I'm measuring your learning outcome. So I'm measuring learning outcome, and that's what SLO is, student learning outcome number 2 with this assignment. So you'll get a grade for it, but it is also the measurement for your learning outcome, which I report and you have access to through your eLumen ePortfolio screen in your ACES account. So lots of explanation here. I'll let you read through that. But in a nutshell, what you're doing is after reading Chapter 1, What is Psychology, there are several theorists' names mentioned. I've put some of them up here just to show you, oh, these are the names I'm talking about. But you can choose any theorist that is mentioned in Chapter 1. And then what I want you to do is do your own research. So outside of the textbook, here with this assignment, there will be some where I'm very particular about the sources you use. On this one, because you're really just diving into who this theorist is and the historical influences that they have on the field of psychology, you can use any type of source. So I want you to find an article on the internet. Absolutely, you can use the the SAC library, but go into research mode and learn more about the psychologists of your choosing. Again, I've listed some names, but any name from Chapter 1 you may use, okay? So, and then you're going to answer these 3 questions. So basically what I'm looking for are, about a paragraph for each question. Just thoroughly answer the questions. So the first paragraph is giving a detailed background of the psychologist that you chose, such as where they're born, what influenced them, how did it shape their ideas of human behavior. So that's where your research that you do will tell you more and help you answer these questions. In the second paragraph, you will describe how they influenced and shaped psychology. So each of the names mentioned in Chapter 1 have a big influence on where our research is today. And then the third paragraph is just really talking about their contributions. What did they discover? What type of research did they do? How did it promote the field of psychology? So, these are guiding questions. You can elaborate. You may need to specify the question a little bit and tailor it to the theorist that you chose, but a guideline here. I really what I'm looking at is, did you dive deeper on a particular psychologist, learn more about that psychologist, and learn how they influenced and what their contribution was to the field of psychology. So, don't get too hung up on formatting. You are a college student. I expect college level work, but this is not a large assignment. This is what I call a weekly assignment. So I'm really seriously just looking for your 3 paragraphs, okay? If you cite, whether that is paraphrasing or a direct quote from the research that you used, of course, I would expect you to cite and provide the full citation for the sources that you used, okay? So just some more information down here, and I'm scrolling down. So if you're using APA to cite your authors and writing, remember I have a whole module up above week 2, up above week 1, talking more about APA. I know that you're learning APA. I don't expect your APA to be perfect. I'm here looking for your best attempt at starting to use APA. And this is where I'm giving you feedback on your APA citations. So I'm not, counting off tons of points. Obviously, if you don't even try APA, then you're going to lose some points. But if I see your attempt, even though if it's not 100% perfect, this is a learning exercise on APA, okay? So don't panic about APA, but use some resources. OWL Purdue is also another great resource. I just mentioned it, but links to it up above. And then scrolling down, you see the grading rubric. So you know exactly where the points are coming from on your APA formatting, your influence theory and background, which are your 3 paragraphs that you're writing. So I hope you have a great week. I know it was a crazy start. Of course, our class was always developed as a 100% online, so we have no plans to switch to Zoom, but maybe some of your other classes, you thought you were going to campus and now you're in Zoom. And then, of course, having Thursday off because of the weather. So week 1, I know it posed some bumps in the road for some of you, but I hope that you are healthy. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you're enjoying the start to the semester. So remember, I'm always here in the background of this class. This is, even though it's online and everything is posted out there for you, I'm here to help you. So reach out to me if you have questions. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy your first look at what is psychology and remember, you have the 2 Connect assignments, your historical view of a early psychologist assignment, and your chapter 1. I call it post-test. It's really a quiz. Don't let that word test get to you. And just looking at your viewing and your knowledge of this chapter with that assessment. You have until Sunday, January 30th to complete these assignments. You can begin on them whenever you feel ready. So this will be moving forward. I will preview the week early Monday morning. You will have the entire week up through the weekend to get those assignments taken care of. So you get to pace yourself in what makes sense to you. Just make sure they're completed by Sunday night. All right, take care everyone, and more to come later.